we are adding pro-level control to our SLX-D platform in the form of Shure Channel support and Wireless Workbench support. So what are these two pieces of software? Well, Shure Channels is a really useful piece of software that gives you app-based control of the SLX-D system. It's been in our portfolio for quite a while, and it's been usable with any of our systems QLXD upwards, but we're now bringing SLX-D into this family, which means that all you need to do is plug a Wi-Fi switch into your rack, and then you will be able to have full app-based control over any of the devices in the system. So you'll be able to flash those devices, you'll be able to assign names, you'll be able to assign frequencies, you'll be able to see the battery life that's there, any audio that's coming in. Pretty much any feature that you can control from the receiver here, you will be able to control from the application, which is very, very useful. Now, Wireless Workbench is something to be very excited about because this gives us the ability to use the software that RF engineers are using every day on arena and stadium tours and big festivals and big award shows and things of that nature. Wireless Workbench allows us to fully manage the inventory and the frequency coordination of our SLX-D system, and it turns SLX-D into a scanner as well, and we'll be able to get a visual output of what's actually going on in the RF spectrum using Wireless Workbench with SLX-D. So let's have a little look at what Wireless Workbench actually does. Wireless Workbench has three functions. It functions as an inventory management tool. So using this, I'll be able to flash the devices in the inventory to make sure that they are on the network. I can name those channels. So let's just call these SLX1, SLX2. And as I make these changes, these devices will change their IDs as well on the receivers. And once I've managed that inventory, I am able to perform a frequency coordination in Wireless Workbench. So using SLX-D now, I can actually create a scan. I just select the SLX-D device that I want to scan with, and it's going to scan across the whole of its switching bandwidth and give us a graphic output on what's actually going on in the frequency spectrum we're trying to work with. Now, this is really useful because if I perform this scan, and even on this scan, I can see I've got a channel of RF online here. There's some other noise that's probably coming from our service department down the hall. This is going to give me a really good idea of what's going on in the space. I can actually start to investigate these instances of noise that we see and go and manage them if I need to. So once we've got our scan in Wireless Workbench, I can bring those frequencies into this space, and I can then calculate with that, and it's going to place those frequencies across that spectrum in the quietest spots. Now, if I wanted to take this further, I can drill into Wireless Workbench and set specific channels for the system to work in and really start to get a very professional coordination from my SLX-D running using this software, deploy it to the inventory, and then I'm able to monitor it as the show goes on.